Hey man, it's T-Shawn, Baseball Card Theater. Tonight when baseball cards get cinematic. And we're starting with 53 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. This is a reprint. I found this card super expensive, even in the worst shape. And I know why, because it's a gorgeous baseball card. This was like, as baseball cards go, like the Ben-Hur of baseball cards. Like 70 millimeter cinescope. And they didn't have high-speed film back then, so you know it was like, hey, Pee-wee, when you jump in the air, just stay as still as possible. And you, guy on the ground, pretend you're sliding without moving, which is basically impossible. That's why he's on his stomach. But this card is just unbelievably cinematic. Here's another one, Bill Cowan. He's got the halo above him, the angel in the outfield. Come on, that's very cool. And you know, if you see a movie that's set in Paris, you can always see the Eiffel Tower from the hotel room. Here's a Toronto set movie. Yep, there's Vlad Guerrero in the CN Tower. Normally, I hate the lower angle, but it works in the Vlad card. It usually doesn't, like Dana Eveland. It's just a weird shot. I have no point of reference. This card makes me dizzy. This weird angle reveals how hairy his arm is. That's the thing about this angle. Check out Rick Honeycutt. Look at his forearm. He looks like a blonde wolfman. 1991 Topps are very cinematic. Walt Weiss. Here's a really cool Mark Gubiza card. Oh, right-handers never look that cool, usually. Left-handers, yes, but that's a nice one. And it's easy for action shots to be cinematic, old Shane Mack. 91 even makes the pose card cinematic. Look at Andre Galarraga. That's a nice one. I wish I had a little more glove on it, but that's cinematic. Here's two catcher cards. The Charles Johnson card I don't think works. It's just a little, you're standing over him, it's claustrophobic. But Benny Santiago, that shot is straight out of a movie. And here's a Wade Boggs card. And, well, I don't really dig it that much, but I appreciate the effort. It's kind of got an Ansel Adams vibe. These cards are vertical, too. That's less cinematic. I like the horizontal. But these are beautiful cards. Here's Reed Johnson. This card's kind of got a Hitchcock vibe. Remember that movie, North by Northwest? Yeah, that was a good one. Here's a card of Scott Champiorino. It was close. But look how tiny the ball looks. It's kind of got a 3D vibe, like Dr. Tongue's 3D House of Baseball. And again, weird angle, hairy forearm. Are they related? That's next time on Inside Edition. The horizontal action shots from 71 are like a widescreen movie. They got the black bar at the top and the bottom, and they're dusty. There's Thurman Munson. They've got kind of a spaghetti western feel to me. Here's a cool card, I think 2015, but this looks like the opening credits to a movie, and it's Jung Ho Kang. Okay, and if these are opening credits, 1956 are closing credits. Like when they used to make all those World War II movies, it'd have a giant cast, so at the end, during the credits, they would show like a scene from the movie where it's a guy shooting a machine gun, and then there'd be a close-up of him, and it would be like Telly Savalas. And that's what the Wayne Terwilliger reminds me of. Here's Roy Sievers. Look, he's wearing shades in his action shot. Dude, he was Lowell Palmer before Lowell Palmer. And lastly, we're going to look at cards from 1974. It's Steve Garvey. And this card freaked me out as a kid. The crowd behind him, they look like they're vibrating. They look like sinners or they're people in hell. I don't know what it is. I was Catholic. I was like 9. I thought it was the devil or something. Dave Kingman had that same thing. I eventually got over it, and then I saw this movie, Jacob's Ladder, with Tim Robbins, and it had like vibrating people in it like that, and I immediately thought of the Steve Garvey card. And it still kind of creeps me out today, which is a bummer. But it is very cinematic. All right, man. That's this episode of Baseball Card Theater. I am T. Sean. Till next time, peace.